Speaking of Crews, Terry Crews. Oh, what a segue. She's a host. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I forgot my note. I left it in the office. I'm still working on the rotten note. Don't you worry. But I can tell you one thing that was on the note that I was going to tell you today before I talk about Terry Crews. So, you know, Dee Snider has been on our show before. Did I tell you the story already?
No. Not at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready.
Rambo, you ready? No, not for me. I'm just asking you. You ready for this one? Okay. Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, you know, he's an icon and a legend. He lives on Long Island with his lovely wife. They've been married forever. They have a beautiful family. When Dee was invited to our show, his wife watches our show and the kids do too, and Dee does too. So you never know when you're inviting somebody that they're actually Wendy watchers and not just visitors, you know, for publicity. So the whole Snider family was here. And his whisper, you know, I say, you know, thank you for being here and we'll be right back. He hugs, and this was like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, right? He goes, Wendy, you know, I live out on Long Island. You know, it's real private. If you ever want to come over, you know, and stay. And, you know, like Byron Pitt said, we have the house, we have the guest house, we got a pool, we got a whole thing, but we don't do a lot. They're like a family. And I swear during the 5 weeks off that we had when I was trying to find myself, I was tempted to call you, but I couldn't find your telephone number. And I was gonna ask you if I can come out for the weekend. And then Leah was on a flight, because she gets everyone's number. She was on a flight, but shout out to the Sniders out in Long Island. My note! Hey, that means somebody was in my office without me knowing. Everything better be right where I left it. Well, I remembered it, so I'll save it for another day. Look, so anyway. So anyway, Terry Crews desperately wants to be in that upcoming Little Mermaid movie. No. Well, now, everyone relax. You know, no, The Rock gets everything. Can you back off and let Terry have something else? Terry gets a lot, but he wants more. And I like Terry. So, you know that little girl, Halle Bailey, that's a good name, destined to be famous. Halle Bailey is playing Ariel in the movie. People are making him, yeah. Excuse me. Lindsay Lohan, remember this is the role that Lindsay wanted and some of the other girls wanted and stuff. A lot of people are up in arms because Halle is what? It's a black thing. All right, so anyway, so, you know, congratulations to you, Halle Bailey. So here's the thing. Terry tweeted that he wants to play her dad, King Triton. Now, I don't know anything about The Little Mermaid. Kevin's not in those years anymore, thank God. I was one of those parents when he was young who hated going to kids' movies. Remember, I told you I would always wear a side part wig, sit him on the side where the hair is the most, and just like this, I'd be like this during the whole movie. Sleeping. With him cuffed to me, you know, so nobody could steal him, you know what I'm saying? You know, the kid's leash. You put the leash on and then you put your hair down like this and you take a good nap. Anyway. Terry tweeted a picture and the caption, if y'all retweet it enough, maybe it'll happen. So he's talking to his fan base. He wants you to retweet so that this can happen. And then yesterday he posted a video, which, well, speaks for itself. Take a look.
My pecs are better, my Triton is bigger, take it from me. You need a refresher, watch AGT.
He really is very likable, and you know, Bailey's gonna need a black dad, so why not? And he'd be, I think, perfect for that role. My thing is, and we were talking about this the other week about somebody else who reached their fan base to get a role, and who? Vanessa Hudgens.
She wanted to be Catwoman.
Right,
yeah.
And she tweeted her fan base, and I said, no, that's not the way you do it. You do it like how I was telling you Jim Carrey got to play the weird man from Taxi.
Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. Breathe. Anyway, I feel like Terry should have just gone right to the casting department or gone right to the director and the producers of the movie, you know, dressed in the costume and like done it the professional way as opposed to doing it with the fan base, because the fan base doesn't really understand what they're supposed to be doing. Besides, you know, Terry, a lot of the fans wanted to be Idris Elba. Look. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine the other night, Karen, and she was like, I don't get him. Sorry, I don't get him. But I mean, I get him. Well, you know what, Terry and Idris, we'll do a clap off. Co-host, here we go, hold on. Who thinks Terry Crews should get it? Who thinks Idris Elba should get it? Who thinks the lady in the front row with the hat should get it? Hey! Hi, beautiful. I love my people. I know them from a mile away, darling. Yes, darling. You have a fan, too?
Yeah.
Yes. Do I know you already?
I'm sorry?
Have we seen each other in public before? Have I socialized with you?
I don't know. Perhaps it's some party. Could happen.
She's got an accent and everything.
And I came purposely because my friend Katya told you must go, Jose. And today I'm flying back to Europe. Today I'm going to Europe. And my wife is sick, and I'm so confused. And I want to ask you something.
You said your wife is sick?
My wife is sick, unfortunately.
Oh.
But she's going to be all right. And I'm so confused because I'm running to be a senator in my country.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Marco, get the mic. All right, we don't do politics. We don't do politics here at Wendy. Nope. Nope. I don't make this stuff up. But I always get flattered. You know, Wendy watchers, you're very special people, and I know that you're crazy. It gets led by me. But we're very special.